Namo Buddhāya. Dear Dhamma friends, we began our journey into Sīla, moral conduct. We said something very simple. If Dana prepares the ground, Sīla is the foundation of our life. Today I want to ask a simple question. What exactly is Sīla? Is it simply a list of rules? Is it something that someone imposes upon us? Do we follow it because we are afraid? Or is Sīla something much deeper? Let us explore this together. The Dhammapada says, Chandanang tagarang vapi uppalang athavasviki etesang gandhajatanang Sīla gandho anuttaro. Among the fragrances of sandalwood, tagara, lotus and jasmine, the fragrance of Sīla is supreme. Think about this. How long does the fragrance of a flower last? For some time. When the flower fades, its fragrance also disappears. But the fragrance of a good human being can remain for generations. We remember someone and say, he was honest, he was compassionate. That person never intentionally harmed others. This is the fragrance of character. This is the fragrance of Sīla. Dear Dhamma friends, when we hear the word Sīla, we often think, don't do this, don't do that. But Sīla is not simply a list of restrictions. Suppose a person does not steal only because he is afraid of being caught. Is he truly free from the desire to steal? Not necessarily. If nobody is watching, the old desire may return. Therefore, Buddhist Sīla goes deeper. It is not simply about controlling our behavior from outside. It is about training ourselves from within. Imagine that you find a wallet containing 10,000 rupees on the road. Nobody is around. Nobody knows that you found it. You have two choices. You may think nobody is watching, I can keep it. Or you may think, this does not belong to me. How can I make another person suffer just to benefit myself? The first concept is controlled by the possibility of being caught. The second person is guided by understanding. And here Sīla begins. When nobody is watching, but we still choose what is right, that is the strength of Sīla. Dear Dhamma friends, this is very important. The Buddha did not teach us to become good human beings simply through fear. He encouraged us to understand cause and effect. When we speak harshly to someone who suffers first, very often our own mind, when anger arises, where does the burning begin? Within ourselves. When we carry hatred towards someone, who carries that hatred throughout the day? We do. The other person may have forgotten what happened, but we continue carrying the anger. So the Buddha teaches us to abandon unwholesome actions, not simply because someone is watching, but because we understand their consequences. Sīla is moving from fear to wisdom. Dear Dhamma friends, Sīla is not, Bhante told me to do this, so I have to do it. The Buddha's teaching encourages us to understand for ourselves. If lying makes our mind restless, who benefits when we stop lying? We do. If violence makes our mind harsh, who benefits when we choose kindness? We do. If stealing creates fear and insecurity, who becomes more peaceful when we live honestly? We do. Therefore, Sīla is not about pleasing someone else. Sīla is about freeing ourselves from the causes of suffering. There is another important point. Can we live carelessly all day, hurt people, lie, cheat, and create suffering, and then perform a religious ritual in the evening and think everything is purified now? The Buddha's teaching does not give us such an easy escape. External religious practices may have their own place, may have their own value or maybe some meanings. But our real transformation must happen within our conduct and our mind. If my anger remains the same, if my greed remains the same, my dishonesty remains the same, then simply changing my external appearance does not transform my character. The Dhamma asks us to look within. Now comes a very subtle problem. Suppose I begin following the 5 precepts. After some time, I start thinking, I'm a very good person. I don't lie. I don't drink alcohol. I follow Sīla. Then I look at another person and think, look how bad that person is. What has happened? I may have abandoned one problem, but I have created another. Pride. True Sīla should not make us feel superior. It should make us more humble and compassionate. When we honestly observe our own mind, we realize I still have much to learn. And when we see someone making mistakes, instead of hatred, we can develop compassion. So remember, if Sīla makes us humble and compassionate, it is helping us. If Sīla makes us proud and judgmental, we need to look within again. Let me give you a very simple example. When a police officer is standing at the traffic junction, people follow the rules. But when the police officer leaves, some people immediately break them. Why? Because the control was outside. The Buddha wants something different. He wants us to become our own guardians. When anger arises, notice it. When greed arises, notice it. When we want to speak harshly, pause. Ask ourselves, why am I saying this? This is mindfulness. This is training. This is Sīla becoming part of our life. When we undertake the 5 precepts, we say, Sikkhapadam samadhiyami. The important word is Sikkha. It means training. We are not saying, I promise that I will never make a mistake. We are saying, I undertake this training. Think about a child learning to walk. The child falls. Does the parent say, you failed, never walk again? No. The child is helped to stand again. Then the child tries again. Our practice of Sīla is similar. If we make a mistake, don't hide it. Don't give up. Recognize it. Correct it. Learn from it. And begin again. That is training. That is Sīla. Now ask yourselves, what do I gain by practicing Sīla? Am I simply giving up 5 things? No. Sīla gives us something precious, a lighter mind. When we don't have to hide lies, the mind becomes lighter. When we have not taken what belongs to someone else, the mind becomes lighter. When we have not intentionally hurt someone, the mind becomes lighter. When we are not constantly running away from our own actions, we can sit quietly with ourselves, and a peaceful mind becomes a better foundation for meditation, concentration, and wisdom. That is why Sīla is so important. Dear Dhamma friends, today I will not give you a difficult practice. Just observe your speech for one day. Before speaking, pause for a moment and ask, is it true? Is it necessary? Can I say it kindly? That's all. If today your speech becomes a little more truthful, a little more careful, and a little more compassionate, then today's practice has already become meaningful. Dear Dhamma friends, let us remember 4 things. Sīla is not fear. Sīla is not blind rituals. Sīla is not a tool for judging others. Sīla is training ourselves to live wisely and remember our journey. Dana, Sīla, Samadhi, Panya and liberation. Dana opens our hands. Sīla strengthens our lives. Samadhi steadies our mind. Panya shows us reality. And ultimately, the path leads towards freedom. So please don't think of Sīla as a burden. Think of it as the beginning of inner freedom. And remember the beautiful words of the Dhammapada, Sīla Gandho Anuttaro. The fragrance of Sīla is supreme. Sabba papasya akaranam kusalasya upasampada satchitta pariyodapanam etang buddhana sasanam. To avoid what is unwholesome, to cultivate what is wholesome, and to purify one's own mind, that is the teaching of the Buddhas. May all beings be happy, may all beings be peaceful, may all beings be free from suffering. Bhavatu sabba mangalam, sabbe satta sukhi hontu. Namo Buddhāya.